Hi, I am Lillian Ortiz-Self, and I was just recently appointed as representative for the 21st Legislative District. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. I am a school counselor and a mental health counselor. I have been working on behalf of children and families for the last 25 years. I've worked across human services and child-serving agencies because I believe that our children and families deserve a voice. I am so excited to be here in Olympia because I know how the policies that we make here in Olympia affect us in the local level. As a mother of 3, I know the value of having a holistic approach. Our children do not come to us in a vacuum. They come to us with families and with needs, and we need to make sure that we take that holistic approach when working with our children and families. One of my bills is in the Early Learning Committee right now, and I'm really excited about this bill, the Student Success Bill. As a school counselor, I have heard the stories of many of our children. The Student Success Bill is going to take information that we already have in our system about adverse effects that our children are going through in high concentration areas and do a mapping analysis with their educational outcomes. This is going to help us to do targeted interventions. I personally know the stories. I know the stories of my children, but that can't be enough. We need to have the data to back that up. And this data is going to help us move towards targeting interventions for students who need it the most. Currently, our students have to compete with students from out of state, not only for admission into college and universities, but also for scholarship money, especially merit scholarships. And so we want to make sure that our students are as competitive as any other student. And that is why I have introduced my GPA bill. So I introduced this bill so that we could look at the impact of having a weighted GPA on a transcript. We want an incentive for our students to continue to take these higher rigorous courses, and we want them to get some benefit out of that. And we want them to be able to compete with students from other states, both for college admission and for scholarships. And I think this bill will give us a look at how we can do that. You know, this bill is a really good example of how the legislative process works. It's a really good example of how everyone has a voice. This bill came from a constituent in my area. And from that letter and that message, this bill came out. So please don't ever hesitate to think that your voice doesn't count in Olympia.